Now that we have reviewed how to find the slope, we need to go ahead and find the slope that is parallel and perpendicular. So one of the things that's important to note is when we talk about parallel lines, we usually use the symbol of just two vertical lines next to each other. When we talk about perpendicular, we use an upside down T. So parallel lines, it's literally just the same slope. So if your slope is 8, your parallel slope is also 8. Perpendicular lines can get a little bit more complicated because we use this phrase opposite reciprocal. Opposite means that we flip the sign. So if it was positive, now it's negative. If it was negative, now it's positive. Reciprocal means that we flip the fraction. And we'll look at some practice of that here in a moment. The other thing we are able to do is we can check the slope by multiplying the original slope and the perpendicular slope together, and we should always get an answer of -1. So let's go ahead and take a look. So if I have a parallel slope here, it's going to be exactly the same thing. My perpendicular slope, I'm going to take that -4/3. It's going to become positive. So -4/3 goes to +4/3. And then the 4/3, flip that fraction, becomes 3/4. So this is my perpendicular, and this is my parallel. Let's try again. So parallel slope, same thing. Perpendicular slope, take my original fraction, change the sign, so now it's negative, and then take the fraction and flip it. So -2/1, which equals just -2. And finally, my parallel slope is 7. My perpendicular slope, this is really a 7/1, so I can take that 7/1, make it negative because it was positive, and then flip it. So -1/7. So now let's go ahead and try that for some problems. So for this first one, my slope is found in front of x in an equation. So my slope is -8/3. Parallel slope is exactly the same thing. It's the perpendicular slope where we have to do a little bit of work. So I'm going to take that -8/3 and I'm going to get rid of the negative. So I'm going to make it positive. And then I'm going to flip it, and it's going to be 3/8. We'll do the same thing for number 2. 6/5 is my slope. 6/5 is my parallel slope. Then I'm going to take that 6/5. I'm going to flip the sign so it's positive. Now it's negative. And then I'm going to take the reciprocal. So that -6/5 will become -5/6. When I am finding a slope from a graph, remember we need to start counting. So we think about this as rise over run. So we start at the leftmost point, which is this point here, and then we count the number of blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So down 5, so -5, and then we run 2. So my slope, rise over run, we rose down 5, ran 2. My parallel slope is exactly the same. My perpendicular slope, I'm going to take that -5/2. I'm going to make it positive, and then I'm going to flip the fraction. So 2/5 is my perpendicular slope. We can do the same thing on the next problem. Start with that leftmost point. Count your rise. So 1, 2, 3. Count your run, which is 1. So that would give me 3/1, which I can just write as 3. My slope is 3. My parallel slope is 3. So now I take that 3 over 1, it's positive, perpendicular, flip the sign, and then take the reciprocal. So negative 1/3 is my perpendicular slope. On these last two problems, I need to go ahead and use my slope formula. So remember that's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to label this x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I'm going to use my parentheses and then plug in my numbers. So that's going to be negative 14 minus 3 and 3 minus 15. That will give me negative 17 over negative 12. There's no way to simplify that other than to divide the negative by the negative and get a positive. So my slope is 17 over 12. My parallel slope is 17 over 12. My perpendicular slope, 17 over 12, becomes negative 17 over 12, becomes negative 12 over 17. Same thing with the last problem. I'm going to start off by plugging in my numbers, x1, y1, x2, y2. So that's going to be 4 minus 18 and negative 13 minus negative 20. Remember, whenever we have a negative negative, they both become positive. So this means that I get negative 14 over 7. If I divide that, that gives me negative 2. So my slope is negative 2. My parallel slope is negative 2. And then I need to do the work to figure out what my perpendicular slope is going to be. So I have negative 2 over 1. It's going to become positive 2. And then over 1. And then I'm going to flip it. So my perpendicular slope will be positive 1/2.